what's up everyone? My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic. And today we are playing some Witherbloom Aggro. We have some sweet cards that came in from Strixhaven and I'm excited to break down this deck for you guys. Bayou Groff, probably the main reason to be playing an aggro deck in these colors, is a 2-mana 5/4. As additional cost to cast a spell, you have to sacrifice a creature, or we can just pay 3, so it's a 5-mana 5/4 at that point. But we can be casting this, which is awesome. To be able to play Bayou Groff consistently, we have to know that we have 1-drops to play every single time so that we can play it out on turn 2. And we need to have those 1-drops be things that we're okay with dying. Eyetwitch, Serrated Scorpion, Chainweb Aracnir, Jaspera Sentinel, we don't love having die, but it still works. And then we also get to play Valentin, which is actually really cool because we are playing a Lurrus deck, but Valentin fits because it's a 1-drop on the front end and then a 4-drop on the back end. And so this is a sweet card. We have plenty of life gain in the deck with Serrated Scorpion and a bunch of other things that we actually get to use the Lizette side of this, which works really well with having a bunch of 1-drops to be playing. We don't have a ton of ways to be gaining life, but we have enough incremental ways to do it that it should work out for us. We have the Valentin, which can have Menace and Lifelink attack in. Serrated Scorpion, when it dies, we gain life. Mire Triton, when it enters the battlefield, gains its life, and Witherbloom Command to gain its life. You could throw some Lifelink into the mana base, but I feel like that makes it Snarls not work as well. So I think I'm fine just having the occasional life gain that we get from it to pump up our team. Even if we get 1 or 2 triggers with it, it's fantastic with Lizette. We also get Mortality Spear in here because we do have the incremental life gain, and it just lets us destroy any non-link permanent, which it's nice to be able to have these kinds of cards in a Lurrus deck. We also get Skyclave Shade, which is just fantastic for aggro and keeps coming back from the graveyard, which by the way, a lot of our stuff does, especially when we have 4 copies of Call of Deathwiller and 3 copies of Agadeem's Awakening to be bringing stuff back over and over again with this deck. And then of course our Lurrus. So that's pretty much the deck. We are playing out 1-drops, big 2-drop things to hit in for lots of damage, being annoying by bringing everything back and over again, have incremental damage with Serrated Scorpion, get in through big hits with Lizette, and win the game. And that's pretty much it. So just over the last 6 days, I had 42,000 unique viewers. And with 33,000 of you guys being returning viewers, and basically only 40% of those people being subscribed, I know that a lot of you guys haven't yet. And maybe it's because you guys didn't know that if you guys subscribe to me, all your wildest dreams will come true. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay, see how it does for us. Wish me luck. Here we go. All right, so I'm trying to play this one out in ranked, which I am just a few wins away from getting up to, well, I was 3 wins away from getting to Mythic, and then I went on like a 5-game loss streak, which is really annoying. But we're gonna try this hand. It doesn't have the most amazing stuff, but it's decent. It's somewhat aggro-y. Snow-covered plains. We could bring in Snowlands into this deck as well. That actually wouldn't be the worst possible thing ever. All right, play out Mire Triton. Gain some life, swing in with Serrated Scorpion. Mono white life gain is it's probably gonna be the bane of our existence actually with this deck. And unfortunately it's played a lot up in these top levels of Mythic. Very annoying. Counter onto Luminarch Aspirant. They might go ahead and offer the trade right away and try to keep Luminarch Aspirant bigger. Little did they know we have another Mire Triton, and we have ways to bring him back, so it's all good. A Lizette would be pretty sweet soon too. Let's go with black mana, Mire Triton. We really are just splashing green. We need to have enough green for the Lizette at some points, but for the most part, we're trying to play other things. No attacks with the Serrated Scorpion. Pass the turn. Selfless Savior. That's annoying. Definitely is, not gonna lie. All right, with the okay, they're just gonna go on. They're gonna go ahead and protect it on this turn. We'll go ahead and get rid of it. That's fine. Green source for the Lizette would be awesome here. Valentin can attack and start getting some life. Well then. Let's see here. I can bring Lurrus back to hand, be playing out Mire Tritons over and over again. We're going to pay 3 here. And bring... No, I don't know why the companion tax doesn't consider the mana that you have to play. Like, I don't get it. All right, so play out Aracnir. Anyway, swing with Valentin. Pass the turn. Down to 19. We have Lurrus and hopefully a land so we can get out Mire Triton back. Yeah, it's a big boy. Comes up with 3 counters on it. So we could fight this right away. How much do I need? I need 2 mana as well. 2 green mana for that as well. This comes back pretty easily though. So let's try that one out. Ah, drats. All right, let's play out the Lurrus. Hope for no removal. Bring back a Serrated Scorpion. And no attacks past the turn. And this Lumeric Aspirant is actually getting very annoying. Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, this is going to be one of our hardest matchups of all of the decks, just because they go wide enough, and we're trying to get in just like incremental damage. We're not necessarily big hitters, just enough to make it annoying. And unfortunately, it's not going to be enough against this kind of deck most of the time. I think that we have a chance to win, but it's probably like 30% chance with this matchup. Most other matchups, I think we're actually in pretty good shape for. Man, I want this Lizette so bad. All right, well, Serrated Scorpion. Okay, sacrifice a creature. Get rid of the Serrated Scorpion. Pay out Bayou Groff. And pass the turn. I mean, we're still technically winning, right? They're at 15, we're at 21. I'm going to play this without until it's like we're for sure gonna lose. Just so you know, we only have like a 5% chance of winning this game at this point. And it comes down to us getting Lizette and gaining life incrementally and kind of making it all work from there. Well, bring back Mire Triton, bring back a Serrated Scorpion, gain some life back, fill the graveyard again, hopefully Death Touch counter onto Serrated Scorpion, and I guess a Menace counter onto Mire Triton. Yeah, the lands would be nice. Goodbye, sweet green mana. Oh, it hurts. Yeah, Legion Angel. We have one more draw to try to do something cool. Yeah, they're just doing too much awesome. I hate the awesome. It's too much. And all the flyers in the air. Maybe I should have brought back Aracnir actually with a Death Touch counter. Yeah, in hindsight, that would have been butter. Alrighty, well, good game. We do have a blocker for stuff in the air. We could technically survive one more turn. Wait, no, we couldn't have. They had too many attackers in the air. So, yeah, that's game. On to the next one. All right, up against Flingolfin. And, yeah, keep this. More green mana than I think our deck typically wants. But we also had issues with not having it in other games. So, I don't know. We play out a 1-drop. Valentin might be the better one to play immediately. Aracnir can. Yeah, the life gain is pretty nice, but this can block good stuff. All right, so play out Skyclave Shade. No attacks. This can't block. Anytime that they have lifelink, you're not actually erasing them. Getting their life total down with that does not actually work that way. So not the best way to go. All right, that's actually pretty nice. We get to kill... Ooh. We get to kill the Aspirant here. Non-creature thing. Do we want to mill? We have Call of Death Dweller, and we get to bring a land back to hand. Yeah, that's actually good. It's probably card draw for us. So then, so we mill. This thing dies. Land? No lands. Yes. Exactly what I've always wanted. Swing with Skyclave Shade. Down to 17 past the turn. This one can't block, so of course we swing in with it. Surprised I didn't attack in with the All-Seed. Daxos. Swings in. Yeah, Taxos is annoying, man. Are we gonna only face mono white, which is our worst matchup with the stack? But with my luck, that's all we're gonna find. Bayou Groff. Well, Bayou Groff is good. I can attack him with Aracnir, see if they don't block it, but I feel like they will. Let's go and attack him with Skyclave Shade. If I had a land, I could sacrifice that one, bring it back or whatever. But right now, we're just trying to make our board a little bit bigger. And a 5/4 will do that. You know, it ain't the worst thing ever. I like this deck a lot. Blade Historian. Oh, crap. It's big. All right, so Winota then. Is it Winota? Maybe it's just mono white with the Blade Historian. So I can kill an All Seed of Life's Bounty. That's 4 life gain they're getting every turn. We kind of have to. I want to kill this Blade Historian too. Man. Land. Land would be phenomenal right now. I can put out another Bayou Groff and kill a Blade Historian, so they can't really attack in with that. I can play out Valentin and Aracnir. And just kind of keep putting the pressure on. But they're also hitting in for 8 next turn. Whew. Yeah, that's a lot. Or 4 if I stop them attacking too much. So I can do that on the next turn. Let's go ahead and sacrifice this Shade. We're needing to play defensively. That's not a defensive card. Pass the turn. Because we haven't found a land. Deck. What were you thinking? Hey. Selfless Savior. Okay, yeah, that's game. All right, we're out of here. Dang it. Oh, this matchup. All right, guys, so I went out of ranked play just because I'm trying to get up to Mythic, and if I'm going to run it against mono white over and over and over again, which, by the way, is like 40 to 50% of the decks in Diamond Tier 1, Diamond Tier 2. I know because I was playing in it for like 4 hours the other day, or like getting up to it, and this deck just does not fit for that deck, so we're not going to play it that way. So let's throw this out on black. Let's grab a Serrated Scorpion. Or is it a Valentin? Valentin technically gains life and it has menace and cool things like that. Let's do it. We also probably want to hold off on for the other side of it, but whatever. All right, attack in. Let's go Serrated Scorpion, Aracnir. Pass the turn. All right, swing in. Board wipes are really annoying for this deck, especially exiling board wipes. So play out Mire Triton, but we have 6 power on the board. Shark Typhoon cycles, okay. I mean, that's not bad. It really is not that bad. We just need to be able to, you know, not have them all die right now. Oh, yeah. Well, swing in. Down to 10. Bring Lurrus to hand. We do have a couple things in the graveyard, so we can play stuff out right away. We can put at least 4 power on the board, even through an extinction event here. On the next turn. 2 to the bottom. Please no extinction event. Pretty please. Oh. All right, sweet. Then we attack in. I don't think we do anything else. Eliminates the Mire Triton. Okay, that's fine. All I'm caring about is continually getting in for damage and dodging board wipes right now. Like, honestly, that's all that really matters here. All right, so I can go for Witherbloom Command. We set up for lethal on the next turn, potentially. I do not want to play out too much here. So we're going to go for Witherbloom Command. Mill ourselves. They lose stuff. I could kill the Omen of the Sea, but that doesn't really matter. So we mill. Yeah, there we go. Pest of Talents. That's fine. They get to search our library and graveyard, but we only have one Witherbloom Command, so that's kind of okay. All right, well, we wanted to hit a land there. I can still play out the Agadeem's Awakening. We try to hold off on Agadeem's Awakening, basically. I'm fine paying 3 out if we have a Bayou Groff, because we can pay Bayou Groff, play it out for 5. So getting up to 5 mana is actually important in this deck. Witherbloom Command helps us do that. Maybe I want more of these. I'm not sure. It's been useful, but I don't know. Foretells. A Doom Foretold. They just don't have the white mana for it. Wow. Back in. Track Typhoon X1. All right, so we do have Agadeem's Awakening online this turn, so we get to bring some stuff back. Doesn't kill anything. Doesn't get the Eyetwitch. Doesn't get anything. That's really interesting. All right, down to 3. Oh man, do I go for Agadeem's Awakening? Mire Triton and Jaspera Sentinel. If they just have a Doom Scar, we're kind of okay. They know what's in our hand, so I'm debating. They know what we're debating right now. If this is a Doom Scar, they need one more white source to get there. If it's a Alrund's Epiphany, it's really annoying. I'm just debating how much I want to commit to this board state. The nice thing is if I play out Lurrus and play something back, if it is a Doom Scar, we can bring back Serrated Scorpion. If they are playing board wipes, we're still in good shape to win within a couple of turns. Alrund's Epiphany. All right, so yeah, Alrund's Epiphany is annoying, still manageable. With Valentin and Serrated Scorpion, we should be able to at least get in for the damage. Glass Casket, that's annoying. Hits our Serrated Scorpion, yeah. That's the kind of thing Witherbloom Command can kill, which would be nice. So I'm guessing they're playing Extinction Events and Doomscar. And then Shark Typhoons, which will be annoying. Bayou Groff. So I can kill the Eyetwitch here if I wanted to. Shark Typhoon feels pretty likely. Aracnir dying here is actually pretty sweet. We can end up killing a shark that comes out or something like that. No Shark Typhoon. Double blocks Valentin. Yeah, Valentin having Menace is huge here. So Containment Breach gives us a creature and the Serrated Scorpion back. Yeah. And then I can sacrifice it with the Bayou Groff here. And that will happen anyway, so they have to negate this to have any shot. Yeah. If they have another counterspell, this is not the right thing to play here. But throwing it into the graveyard, we can bring it back. Aracnir. If they have Extinction Event, it also lets us protect against Extinction Event. So let's go ahead and do it. Please don't have a counterspell for this. Cling to Dust. Gains the life. Okay. Alright, Cling to Dust is going to be annoying. Oh, come on, deck. How many cards in the graveyard? 6. So they can Cling to Dust one more time. They have enough to play out Yorion right now. They can at least get an Omen of the Sea trigger and have a blocker. They can block a Bayou Groff. It all kind of comes down to how good this last card is. All right, not going for that. Intriguing. So they definitely have an answer for this Bayou Groff. All right, we'll go ahead and swing in though. Agadeem's Awakening is awesome here. Lurrus would be awesome if it's dead. We can bring it back. But we can keep threats rolling for the next like 4 turns with what we have right now. Cling to Dust, so just gains life. Okay, that's fine. Down to 2. Let's just play this out for 3. 11 power on board. Whirlwind Denial. Okay. Master. Cannot play Cling to Dust. They can play out the Yorion. All right. We have Heartless Axe in the deck. That's the dream here. Another Bayou Groff. Well, we get to kill Yorion. Basically guaranteed here. Down to 1. That dies. Oh. So it's already exiled anyway. It doesn't go to the graveyard, so they can't cling to dust as easily. Decline. We're going to go Agadeem's Awakening now. All right, so we get to bring back Eyetwitch and Bayou Groff. All right, we're going to attack in first. Force him to have an answer right away. A big shark doesn't do it. They have to make like a 1/1 shark to block here. Hope they find another shark or something. Like Omen of the Sun, I guess would be the annoying part here. If they have an Omen of the Sun, they can block here. They can't actually block anything else with an Omen of the Sun, so they can only chump. What in the world is this card? What in the heck? What is this card? Whenever you cast a spell from hand, copy it if you control an artifact, then copy it if you control an enchantment. You may choose 2 targets for the copies. Return target online permanent to its owner's hand. Create it. What? Where did that come from? I've not seen that card like ever. Oh my gosh. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. All right, so I can play out Lizette and Eyetwitch. Do I have a way to gain life right away? I don't have the Mire Triton anymore in the graveyard. We have a few things that can give us lifelink right away, so we're going to try for Lizette. Okay, no Whirlwind Denial, that's nice. Eyetwitch for the evasive 1 damage. Omen of the Sea. Dude, this guy is keeping it together. I don't know. 2 on top? Stop it. For the love. This is getting ridiculous. Like, what? How do they keep having stuff? I don't like it. Banish into Fable. I mean, honestly, why aren't people playing this card more often? I think it's a good 1 or 2 of. It is 6 mana, so it doesn't do a whole lot. But like, if you have an Omen of the Sea, you have a Glass Casket, you play a Banish into Fable, and all of a sudden you have like a million spells to cast. Okay. For the love. Gosh dang it, this deck. I don't know how they keep having everything. Okay, never mind, I do, and I hate it. So we know that they're bringing out Brazen Borrower for the Eyetwitch. I think I still force the trade. That's kind of okay with me. They're gonna bounce, so another Brazen Borrower. Sentinel and Groff isn't the worst plays. Man, I want a Serrated Scorpion. We just need to fight a Serrated Scorpion. I'm going to hold on to this Groff because it works really well for it. We know that they have blockers for this. It's actually better to bring more creatures out on the ground. So let's go ahead and Agadeem's Awakening. Oh, this is a big blowout if they have a counterspell. Not enough cards in the graveyard. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So let's go Menace Creature and Bayou Groff. Yeah. There's our Brazen Borrower. Still has something to play. That's right, they kept 2 on top. They have everything. I forgot. It's ridiculous. Swings in for 3. Yeah, can't block anyway. Okay. We have a million spells. Okay, not a million, but we do have spells that will help us in the situation. We keep not finding them. Divide by 0. Learns. Teachings of Archaics. That's a good card here. Wow. Wow, man. How does this guy never run out of things to do? It's so annoying. We can't find crap. All right, so we can Eyetwitch. What else is in our sideboard here? Is there a way that I can win right away? So I can bring back Annihilation, Introduction to Annihilation. I don't think I have another Containment Breach, do I? So I can play out Eyetwitch, Bayou Groff, and sacrifice it. I can play out Valentin. I can just go like Valentin, Skyclave Shade. Just play out a bunch of creatures. Like we have so many. That's saying that I have another Containment Breach. So maybe we hold off on this for a little bit. Skyclave Shade, pass the turn. They're at 1. They are at 1. They have 6 cards in the graveyard now, so they can cling to dust. Oh, this is just... Oh, man. Oh, this is kind of pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie. Cling to dust. I was gonna fire it off right away to gain some life, yeah. Man. Like, what in the world do we do? All right, so if we have... Wow. I didn't play out the Lizette side. Ugh. Dude. They have strung together the perfect spells so many times. Mortality Spear. That's actually a pretty big deal. I think I attack all in. We can kill the Valentin. We get to kill a few things here. We get to gain some life, so Mortality Spear becomes a little bit cheaper. Double block on the Valentin. Everything on the board dies except for one bird. Yeah. Oh. Wait, how much mana do I need right now? Let's just play a Bayou Groff out. Oh, I thought I had... Oh, man. I thought I had something there. Man, Expand Anatomy could be good here too, but Introduction to Annihilation. We have a kind of a combo kill there with it. Let's go... Mortality Spear. Kill the Glass Casket. All right, and so next turn we have Lurrus into Serrated Scorpion into Bayou Groff. So we're going to play this one out, sacrificing a creature. They go down to 2. We have attacks. They have to deal with the attacks. Then we have Lurrus into Bayou Groff into Serrated Scorpion. And they're top decking again. They have Omen of the Sea to look for stuff. Field of Ruin. Actually, I don't need that much green mana. Oh well. We have Introduction to Annihilation, so we could also just kill the bird and swing in. Yeah. Okay. Dude, this game has been insane. What? Did they keep 2 on top? I missed it. Oh, man, I hope not. They just keep having everything. If it's another, whatever that card was, banishing, whatever, I'm gonna be so angry. Well, we attack in. 4 cards in the graveyard. They can't actually block with Brazen Board to get it into the graveyard for Cling to Dust. And they actually need 6 cards anyway, right? This is 5. Swing in. What does this banishing thing do again? Turns creatures back to the graveyard. It doesn't gain any life, so that's fine. If that's their last card in hand, we do win. We have exactly enough mana to Lurrus, Serrated Scorpion, and Bayou Groff. They had it. Wow. Wow. This is incredible. Okay, Brazen Bar doesn't get there, but they could end up drawing a card by targeting something. Okay. Actually, they're taking away our creature, so they can't target anything. All right, so we go Lurrus. We play out Serrated Scorpion. And then we Bayou Groff. So even if they have a response to this, it is still the game. For the love, this took so long. I mean, it was an awesome game, but dang. Bounces the Lurrus, that's fine. They can draw a card now so that they have a response, but actually, wait, Whirlwind Denial could do it. Yeah. So no, they had to have more mana for Whirlwind Denial, but I think that deck does actually hit stuff off the stack, so. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a game. That was one of the most intense games I think I've ever played. Oh my goodness. Man, I need therapy now. What? All right, guys, going into the wrap up for this one. I typically like to keep my videos a little bit shorter nowadays, and so that last game will probably be like the one game I put in. I'm not sure. I had 2 mono white games there that in ranked that did not do as well. On the play all 3 times. So yeah, basically mono white. They had some red in that one because it was basically a mono white deck for Blade Historian. Mono white is just one of the worst matchups for this deck, and so we lost to the 2 matchups that were awful. But we did win against this deck, which like we control, like it kind of showed how much like consistent, like we can keep playing even in the late game. We keep have the grindy value at this deck, where most control decks are wanting to just kind of have like a, and I kill you on turn 4, board wipe happens, and you can never get back into the game. Well, this deck can keep getting in the game. It's there. We have enough life game that I think we can do well against mono red. We have enough, or the Gruul, the Mogda Gruul deck. We have enough like Death Touch and stuff like that. We can kill their important pieces and kind of like stay relevant even though they go wide, and we can keep getting good stuff. And then I think we kind of have to hit a Lizette at some point to kind of go big against their deck. So we do have, I think, a chance to win against the Gruul Mogda deck. But mono white is one of the one decks that is just really, really hard here. We do okay against, I think this deck would do okay against rogues decks, which is up there a lot as well in mythic level. And so I like this deck a lot. It's not fine-tuned, it's not perfect yet, and it needs to be fixed to kind of fit the format, to kind of see what people are actually playing. So I'm not totally sure, but man, this deck is powerful. Bayou Groff is a phenomenal common card. Like it is really good. And so having that to be able to come back multiple times, having a bunch of things that we were sacrificing, I feel like we needed one more thing that would be good to sacrifice. We had Eyetwitch in this, but we like in the green slot, we don't have a ton of stuff. Jaspera Sentinel can help us ramp and play more things at once. So that's a good card there. We never really get to see that in these matchups, but maybe it's just more removal. Maybe we didn't need this many 1-drops. I don't know, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of this deck. I think it's really good and really fun and really awesome, but I don't totally know what to do with it. Like it's a really powerful deck, and maybe we'll play some more games with this one later. Sorry, I want to get more wins in this with this one, because I definitely think it can win more often. It's a good deck, and what I showed here with 1 loss, 1 win, and 2 losses, I don't think is actually a telling of the deck itself. I think this is probably like a 52 to 54% win deck in the meta right now, everything like that. But mono white is played so heavily that it is kind of a hard thing that's like our worst matchup. But as soon as people start coming out with counters for the mono white deck, it'll stop seeing as much play. And then I think this one can come in because it's a versatile deck that is powerful against lots of things. The 2 hardest matchups, though, I think are probably Gruul Mogda and the mono white deck, which is kind of this weird, like, we're an aggro deck that has trouble against some of the other aggro decks. Mono red, I'm not sure. I think this could beat mono red, unless they have like the perfect draw, but Embercleave is hard for us to beat. Anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.